The Pentagon has said that no US military personnel will be held accountable for the last drone strike ever conducted by the US in Afghanistan. Remember, it had killed 10 people, including 7 children. The Pentagon said that while a review was conducted and a number of recommendations were made, accountability was not one of them.
None of their recommendations dealt specifically with issues of accountability. The Secretary reviewed their recommendations. I won't get into all of them. Some of them are understandably classified, but he approved their recommendations. So I do not anticipate there being issues of personal accountability to be had with respect to the August 29th airstrike.
The Pentagon has justified that while there was a breakdown in the process and execution of the strike, it was not the result of negligence or poor leadership, so holding someone accountable does not come into play.
If the Secretary believed that in the case of the 29 August airstrike that accountability was warranted and needed, he would certainly support those kinds of efforts. As General Saeed briefed to you, and as we discovered when again the two combatant commanders took a look at General Saeed's report, what we saw here was a breakdown in process and execution in procedural events, not the result of negligence, not the result of misconduct, not the result of poor leadership.
But this will be of little consolation to the victims of the strike. Remember, on the 29th of August, the US conducted an airstrike in Kabul. They believed that their target was an Islamic State operative and his car was full of explosives. Instead, they struck an innocent Afghan civilian and his family. 7 of them were children, and the explosives turned out to be water bottles. Yet, the Pentagon deems that the strike was a tragic but an honest mistake. But the decision is not surprising. In the 2 decades of war that the US has fought, be it in Afghanistan, even Iraq, Syria or Somalia, the US military has killed hundreds, if not thousands of innocent civilians. The US military has rarely held specific individuals accountable. Meanwhile, the Pentagon has said that it is working to offer condolence payments to the family of the Afghans killed in the strike, and that it is still in talks with the aid organization that employed one of the victims. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.